Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On second down, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Brady's throw there complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete. If you ran a perfect defense in this situation, would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, go 66.
Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. This is taken at about the 14. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On first down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
A gain of a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. It's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
7-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards, the final tally.
3 more yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Buccaneers, first down.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Chargers.
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Buccaneers 6, Chargers nothing.
On first down, it's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Chargers.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
Darnold's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Darnold now to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they are going for it. Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but Let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Brady now on first down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And Brate, the tight end's got it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Darnold. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's complete. He's got Gronk. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Brady to throw again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucks are going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Chargers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. puts it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Switch.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there on a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Rolling to his left. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Gay is on for the point after. stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Chargers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. It's Eckler again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Here we go, here we go. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 11. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Darnold
6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 8 yards.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Again, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Second down and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second down and 10. Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Rings up. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
At the 26-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Kill. Check 37.
They'll go again to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He finds an opening past the 40. Then he finds Gronk. And And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 47 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Bullshit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? 49.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He was covered by...
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They'll give give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Here we go. Let's get him.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check it.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down.
Check. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go. Mike 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 48, Chargers 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
4th down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
It's it. Wide, 80. Lost 49. We got it. 49. Sugar.
Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Desmond King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. One last throw now for Darnold. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield.